And the game is on. Welcome to McGinn Park, Buncrana, for the final of the Father McGara Cup. And it's Urris playing from right to left in this first half. On the attack, through Freel, Gerald Freel losing control. Dark skies overhead. Urris down the right. Freel trying to make something of it, knocked away by the defenders. Comes as far as Kenny, pumps in, headed away. Picked up in midfield by Gallagher. Bringing it forward for Grianan. Turn away onto the left. Turn in again, looking for Gallagher. Cut out by Kenny. Knocked away down the right. Should be the fullback's ball. He leaves it for his goalkeeper, McDermott, to get a touch. We've already had a game here at McGinn Park. Limavady winning against Derry Athletic by 3-0. McDermott with the goal kick. Picked up by Freel. Knocked away into midfield for Grianan. Good play and a ball pumped down the left. Looking for the outside left, comes off the outside left. Sweeney in hard, succeeds at turning it across. And there's the opening score, and Grianan take the lead. Through Patsy Gallagher. The ball turned in from the left by Sweeney, flicked on by Leonard McLaughlin, and following up, in came Patsy Gallagher, number 6, to Grianan the lead after 2 minutes of this first half. Just about to start this game needed. The fourth meeting between these two sides this season. Absolutely nothing in it. Outside left, Sweeney taking a severe toss. Pumped high into the penalty area. Headed away by the Urris defenders. Picked up again by Gillespie, knocked forward. But a rather aimless ball, and easy in the end for goalkeeper McDermott. Forward come Urris again. Comiskey going in hard, looking for it. Knocked forward by Sweeney. Forward come Grianan again, turned down inside, just knocked away by the long legs of the central defender, Darty. Tied up by Kenny. And the first touch for goalkeeper Colin Doherty in the Urris goal. Forward by, headed away by Gillespie. Over the sideline. Freel, the ball slips out of his hands. The referee allows him to take it again. Freel trying to turn it across. Freel tries it again. Ball knotted on by the other Freel, inside left. Still inside the penalty area, not away. A shot comes in, and it's just past the post. McDermott, I think, saw it all the way. Very near the sideline. Knocked away forward by Sheeran. As far as Burns. Burns turns it left, looking for his fullback. Up comes Gallagher, pumps it well forward. Picked up by centre forward Sherry, prepared to run at the defenders. And knocked away by his opposite number, Kenny. Turned away by the centre half towards the sideline. Field tangling Sweeney. These two sides have met on 3 previous occasions. 1 victory apiece, 1 draw, 4 goals each. But with 6 minutes gone in this first half, Grianan Celtic had the lead. Following some good work by Sweeney, the ball knocked forward. Gillespie cuts it out. And Cooley turns it back to his goalkeeper on a call. Considering the amount of rain that has fallen, and the fact there's been a game here already today, McGinn Park is in remarkably good condition. Field with a throw in, headed away. Knocked further away by Burns. Picked up and turned down the right. For McLaughlin. Tries to hold it. Knocked away from him and the shot comes in, but McDermott bats it down. There's quite a breeze blowing out there. And it's certainly blowing in Urris' favour. From right to left. Ball knocked forward. Gillespie tangling with one of the Quins. Martin Quinn tries a shot. And again, the young goalkeeper does well. Fullback Kenny gets his head to it. Kenny knocks it forward. Well cut out by the Grianan defence. Very near the sideline. It'll be a Urris throw. That's Kearney with a throw in. Back for Kearney, tries a shot, comes over the defender. Down for Leonard McLaughlin. A little bit slow on it there, knocked away from him. And Kenny appears to have taken a bit of a knock. Burns, neat control. Clips it through, looking for Sherry. Cross comes Sweeney. Turned away by Kenny. Left for his fullback, Worski. Does well, Worski, Anthony Worski. Down the left looking for Sweeney. Kenny wearing number 9, playing as a central defender. There's a bit of pushing there on Comiskey. Picked up by Gallagher, loses out. And well held up by the Grianan defence. The rain really belting down now at the minute. There's a player down injured. The referee wants some attention. Game continues. Picked up by Burns, playing well, number 8. Field throws it down. Throws outside left, Burns. Or Quinn rather, Martin Quinn. Knocked forward, a good ball down the right. Danger here. Grianan Celtic on the rampage. McLaughlin a little bit too hasty, makes a hash of it. Kearney for Urris. Ball cut out in midfield, knocked on by Sherry towards Sweeney. Tries to turn it on, finds it knocked away by John Canny. Burns seemed to have been impeded there by the referee Caldwell. Towards Leonard McLaughlin. Kearney winning in the air. Heads it forward. Knocked down by Alan Quinn. Turned away towards Gallagher. He knocks it off. Comiskey over the sideline. Throw in for Grianan. Inside for Gallagher. Good tackle by Kearney. A good ball, an equally good ball by Sheeran, the fullback. Across comes Canny. Leonard McLaughlin gets a better chances on here. Cross into the area. It must be number 2. The ball simply it's there. And Grianan Celtic take a 2-goal lead. And that goal coming from across on the right. It seemed to get stuck for a moment or two, but up stepped Eugene Sherry, number 9, to hammer it home. The game restarts, held away by Gillespie, solid central defender. Patsy Gallagher does a bit of a pull vault over the wall. Thankfully comes to no harm. It was all accidental. Nothing between, a bit of pushing there. The referee's whistle goes for a push by Neil Doherty. And Grianan Celtic with their tails up, 2 goals in front after 13 minutes of this first half. Sherry up there, ball pumped across towards him. Up goes the centre half, he gets it away. Turned across the area again. Cut out by left half Friel. Headed on by Quinn. Sheeran pumps it forward towards Leonard McLaughlin, a little bit slow on it. Downey back for Gillespie. Into the breeze, a little bit awkward there. for Friel. Turned away by Urris in the air. Down for McLaughlin. Tackled by Kearney. McLaughlin holds, does well. McLaughlin clips it down inside, on for Burns. Shot from Burns, right footed. But no real power in it. And Colin Doherty for Urris keeps it in play. And knocks it high into dark sky. Ball landing inside the centre circle, turned back. Downey polices it back to his goalkeeper. Turn towards the right, picked up by Kearney, the fullback. Good challenge by Sherry. McLaughlin looks for Sweeney. Sweeney with one man to beat, just outside the area, turns to the right. The fullback, John Canning, gets a long leg and turns it over the sideline. Leonard McLaughlin penalised for a foul throw-in. James Kearney does it properly. A slice clearance from Colin Doherty in goal. Martin Quinn turns it down. Good ball, Canny going forward. McDermott with the clearance. Field turns it in. Field. Knocked away by Downey towards Kearney and McLaughlin. Kearney, the taller man, winning in the air. Turned forward by Comiskey. Danger here. Good ball onto the left. Out comes the goalkeeper. He loses it, loses control of it. The linesman signals that's a bye ball. The first moments of real panic in the Grianan defence. And really, number 10, Gerald Friel, should have done better. Kearney, infield for Comiskey. Socks roll down, tries a shot. Just a little too high. This is Grianan Celtic's third appearance in this Father O'Gara Cup. As Leonard McLaughlin brings it up the right, the linesman's flag's up. They've yet to win it. They lost out to Buncrana and Glengad. Could it be third time lucky? It certainly looks like it at the moment. They're well in control of this game, playing into a stiff breeze, but they hold a 2-goal advantage over Urris. Thrown inside by Friel. Back come Urris though with a breeze behind them. A shot comes in from the other Friel, playing it left half. Comiskey underneath this, will jump for it, gets his head to it. Fullback Wuriski sorts it out for Grianan, turns it on for Sherry. Good header. Cut out by Downey. Fullback Canny, his brother, number 9, pumps it forward. Gillespie to turn it away. But the clearance isn't total. Turned on towards Sherry. Canny high into the dark sky. Gallagher does well getting his head to that. Urris can't keep it in. Turned in by Martin Quinn. Very near the end line. Just one or two signs there might be an Urris revival on the way in the last few minutes of play. Towards Comiskey, turns it across the area, headed away by Burns, former right wing partner McLaughlin. Rather aimless ball from Leonard McLaughlin. Good tackle by Sweeney. Friel. Turn inside the area for Friel to shoot. Goalkeeper McDermott gets it over the end line using his feet. Ball turned across the area. McDermott out to claim it, drops it, holds on to it at the second attempt, under pressure. Headed forward by Quinn. Arthur Quinn. Gillespie, Stephen Gillespie has looked rock solid at the heart of Grianan's defence in the first 20 minutes of this first half. Certainly no more than 100 packed into the new stand here at McGinn Park. The ball forward, headed away by Downey. Almost picked up by Arthur Quinn. Gillespie does well again, knocks it forward into Urris's territory. Picked up by Sherry. Down looking for Sweeney. Doherty keeps that in play. A none too accurate back pass by one of his defenders. Clears it away for Arthur Quinn. Friel down for Canny. One of the Canny brothers. The ball knocked towards the penalty area. McDermott reads it well. Certainly a game played in very fine spirit so far. I hope I'm not tempting the fates. Kearney gets it away from McLaughlin. Referee Caldwell, who's handled the game well, has a quiet word. The ball turned over Sherry, he just doesn't control it. And Neil Doherty has time to find his goalkeeper. Ball forward for Friel. Gillespie beats him easily, but Risky's there to cover and knock it over the sideline. Friel, number 6, seems to be doing a touch of the Noel Kings, taking every throw in. Another throw in, doesn't find its intended target. Comiskey. Referee decides that that ball was out. Comiskey cuts out the pass and turns it across. And McDermott does really well there on his knees with a slippery ball. Everybody seems to let it go. And Leonard McLaughlin picks it up for Grianan on the right. He's got support inside. Turns it down the right towards Sherry. But Kenny knocks it away into touch. Turned away forward by Comiskey looking for Friel. Hit away by Gillespie. Burns, who really has looked impressive in this first half. Still Burns, carried it 20-30 yards at pace. Loses out to Doherty in the end. And Comiskey with the socks rolled down as he has had them from the start. Turns it down the left, knocked away by Sheeran. One of the Quins dispossessed by Downey, turned forward. But Sherry a little bit slow, getting off the mark to go for that. And Kenny can turn it back to Doherty and go. An awkward one there for Gallagher. Picked up by Martin Quinn. Turned back for Gallagher. Across the area towards, and there's McDermott does really well under pressure from Friel. A tall, lanky number 10. And they survive, the Grianan defence survives a rather tricky moment. Back come Urris, the ball pumped across the area. Turned away towards Sweeney. Headed forward by Kenny. And Doherty, back come Urris again, there's danger here on the right, the ball turned in towards, a shot will come in, and McDermott gets fingertips to it. Corner down the left, headed away, well coming towards Comiskey, fires a shot in, but doesn't hit the target. In the midfield, Quinn can control it. Doherty, Kenny gets ahead to it. Urris coming again, down the left. Arthur Quinn with a throw in, looking for Friel. Jared Friel this time. Friel turns inside, seems to have been crowded out of it, and away comes Burns, trying to link up with McLaughlin. A little bit slow that time, and Sherry on the left for Grianan, decides to hold the linesman with his flag up. Half an hour gone in the first half. Grianan Celtic with a 2-goal advantage over Urris. And certainly at times Urris have looked dangerous. They're playing with quite a stiff breeze. And there's a bad challenge on Leonard McLaughlin by the fullback Kearney. Quite rightly penalised. Gillespie with a free kick. Well turned away by Friel towards his fullback Kenny. Cut out by the diminutive Downey. Friel. Friel with it for Urris. A little bit slow. Chris Friel just a little bit slow on it. Was lucky to get the break. Tried his luck. Sheeran down from McLaughlin, doesn't quite get there. The ball runs on kindly for Sherry, who's looked quite impressive. A good ball by Sherry inside, looking for Sweeney. Out comes Doherty. Can't control it. The ball knocked away by Kenny. Better throw in this time. Tricky Burns. The referee says that when straight out over the end line, it'll be a goal kick to Urris. Kearney takes it long into the centre circle. An unfair challenge there on Martin Quinn. Paddy Kenny with the free kick, launching it towards the penalty area. Certainly the pitch is standing up remarkably well to its second game of the day. A shot comes, and a good shot, and a very good save by the goalkeeper, McDermott. Pile driver of a shot from Chris Friel. And the alert Andrew McDermott got two hands to the ball, just underneath his crossbar, turned it over. Corner comes in, an in-swinger in the breeze. McDermott goes for it, doesn't get it. It'll be another corner to Urris, this time down the right. Coming across, danger there. Knocked away just outside the area. Coming for Comiskey, a right-footed shot. Just off target. Certainly number 4. Mario Comiskey, when he gets sight of goal, he's prepared to let fly. He couldn't have been more than a yard or two wide there on that occasion. Ball. Back. Charles Doherty back heels it. Good ball. Turned on. Knocked away by Sheeran. No nonsense. How about that one? Turned on by Freel. Gillespie. Half clearance as far as Comiskey. Turned right. Worski completes the clearance out over the sideline. John Kenny leaves it for his brother. Turned high into the air. Kearney going for it. Challenged by both Sherry and McLaughlin. Doherty turns it left. Cut out by Downey. He gives it away to Doherty, centre half. Rather hopeful ball from him. Tidied up well by Whiskey. Certainly the Grianan Celtic defence, one or two moments apart. They've looked rock solid at the back. And none more so than their last line of defence, young Andrew McDermott. Seemed to have been a bit of climbing there by centre half Doherty. The referee lets it go. Kearney. Urris come again, building down their left. Freel turns in field and throws a good ball across onto the right wing. Down inside, looking for Quinn. It's turned away by Worski over his own end line, under pressure. He's happy to concede the corner. About 37 minutes of this first half gone. And Grianan Celtic still clinging on to their 2-goal advantage. Ball coming in. And that'll be a goal kick for Grianan. The rain has eased off. Kenny getting the better of Sweeney on that occasion, but they're both pumped down. Patsy Gallagher with a throw-in. Picked up by Sherry. Ball headed over the end line by an Urris defender. That'll be a corner to Grianan down their left. And number 5, Gillespie, makes his way into the penalty area. The ball doesn't reach him, held away firmly and well over the sideline. Bit of a push surely into the back of Sherry. Centre half Gillespie has remained forward. He's right on the penalty spot now, jinging around, making sure he can stay on. Ball pumped across towards him. He can rise for this one against Freel. Freel gets a header to it for the second time, comes down to McLaughlin, tries a shot, comes on to Sherry, turned across the area. Two Grianan men there, neither of them get a touch. And that's all that needed. So hard was that cross travelling. Kenny doesn't control it, but centre forward. Paddy Kenny, his brother does. Ball over the sideline. Ball just out to the air for Quinn to try his luck. Tries a shot. McDermott in a bit of trouble for the first time. Gets it away. Ball over the sideline. It'll be thrown to Urris. Very near the corner flag. Comiskey will take it. Doesn't throw it in properly. There seemed to have been two distinct movements while he was taking that throw in. Shot from Kenny. But it always looked from the moment he squared up for it that he was going to get underneath it and put it over the crossbar. And that's exactly what he did. We're in the 43rd minute. No advance in the scoreline. Grianan Celtic still 2 goals in front. Kearney back to his goalkeeper. Long clearance, cut out well. Knock forward for Sherry. Gets the better of Doherty. Doherty prepared to chase. Kearney turns it away. Only as far as Sherry. The linesman's flag's up on the far side. The referee hasn't spotted it. The linesman still stands with his flag raised. And Leonard McLaughlin can take a corner to allow Urris to take the free kick. The linesman eventually spotted. Ball knocked away by Gillespie over the sideline. Kearney. Shot from Kearney. McDermott does enough. Referee looking at his watch. Kearney launches one into the air. McDermott lets it run harmlessly over the end line. Headed on. Up goes Sharon, the fullback. Small figure, succeeds in doing well. Gets it inside for Burns. Faded out of it somewhat in the last 20 minutes. Well headed away by the centre half. Coming down for Quinn. Doesn't control it. Knocked forward by Downey for Sheeran. Kearney returns it with interest. Picked up by one of the Quinns. Hustled out of it by Burns. McLaughlin trying to get it through. Kenny lets that run when he shouldn't have let it run. Sweeney almost onto it. Helped out by his brother, the fullback. John Kenny. Comiskey has done as well as anybody else for Urris in this first half. Pumps it down inside the penalty area. Grianan Celtic just living dangerously for a moment or two. Quinn with the ball. Looking for Field's head. A header comes in. And there goes the half-time whistle here at McGinn Park in the final of the Father Tom O'Gara Cup. Grianan Celtic playing into a stiff breeze, comfortably in front. The first goal after 2 minutes, I think I called it initially to Patsy Gallagher. It may indeed have been Liam Burns. The second goal through the centre forward Sherry after 13 minutes. It should be interesting to see which of these two teams is the fitter in the second half, because it may come down to that in the end. The pitch is bound to be heavy, remarkably well though it's looking. And away we go at McGinn Park for the second half of this cup final, the Father O'Gara Cup final. And forward comes Burns for Grianan Celtic, takes a tumble. The referee says he was fouled. Comiskey protests. McLaughlin will try his luck, shoots, and a good shot by McLaughlin, well handled by Doherty. Just like his opposite number in the first half, McDermott. He gets two hands to it and turns a dangerous ball over the crossbar. Ball across the area towards the far side. Header not controlled. Now Grianan Celtic have started the second half as if they intend to add to their lead. McLaughlin again in the action, tries another shot. All along the ground, no real power in it. And Colin Doherty in goal for Urris, clears his lines. Knocked forward. Downey playing a sweeper for Grianan, does well. Burns misses that tackle. Back come Urris. Through Friel. Finds his fullback Kenny. Tackled by Gallagher. Turned away by Friel. Comiskey misses it. Kenny turns it forward. Knocked away by Urris. Not really controlled football, just been knocked forward. Friel seemed to have fouled fullback Urris there. Does well, Friel comes of a dog. Knocked away by Sheeran. And Grianan Celtic finding difficulties. A shot will come in from Quinn. But McDermott in goal continues the second half where he left off in the first. Kenny down for Quinn. Arthur Quinn does well on the left for Urris, turns it in towards Friel, top goal scorer in the Inishowen second division. Sherry. McLaughlin looks for Sweeney. Sweeney's offside. The referee acknowledges the linesman's flag and lets play continue quite rightly. The Grianan Celtic will have the benefit of this strong breeze in the second half. And mercifully, the rain stays off. Sweeney, beaten by Kenny. Gallagher. Ball turned across the area, knocked away. Back Kearney. Patsy Gallagher throws it forward. Rusky controls it. He slightly overhits that one. Urris defenders finding it hard to kick the ball out against this stiffening breeze. Gillespie leaves it for Downey. Cooley calmly turns it to his right, but instead Urris. The figure of Alan Quinn, he can't control it, the ball over the sideline. McLaughlin beaten back Kearney. McLaughlin wins it back. Sweeney for Grianan. Kearney pumps it down the left, headed away by Sheeran. Just a little bit messy and scrappy at the moment for the first time in the game, but now it opens out. And Downey does well, but he can't keep the ball in play. Urris, Kearney tries a shot from very long range. McDermott, under no real pressure at all, allows it to run over the end line. Gillespie with a goal kick. Downey certainly prepared to put his foot in the ball. Paul Downey. But Kearney comes forward, knocks it into Friel. Knocked away by Sheeran. Downey gets his head to it. Gallagher. And Burns eventually completes a clearance, but back corners again. Through Friel. Cushioned header that time from Burns. Two Urris players tangling there. Kenny and Friel. Friel forward. Downey sensibly knocks it out over the sideline. But certainly Division 2 champions, Urris, prepared to take the fight to Grianan. Shot will come in, a good shot, a good effort that time by Gerard Friel. Not too far off the target. We're in the ninth minute of the second half, and there goes Sherry. Very dangerous centre forward, tries a shot. Oh, what happened there? Seemed to have stubbed his toe. He didn't get any power at all into it. And the chance is squandered. Sweeney down looking for Sherry. The linesman puts his flag up. The referee, once again, quite rightly, allows play to continue. Friel has Urris come again down the right. Good play, left on for Jared Friel. He can turn this across, floats one, very near the far post. And Arthur Quinn, following up, almost turned it in. Sherry to chase it, knocked away by Kearney to the right. And Friel picks it up again. Certainly the tall number 10 for Urris, Jared Friel, is beginning to exert more and more influence in this game. There he goes down the right. Cross comes Gillespie, knocks it away. This game is far from over, but 10 minutes gone. Friel in hard, succeeds in getting it away to the left. Kearney tries a shot. Gillespie, the goal kick. Gallagher with a throw in, down inside the area, knocked away by Canny. Not a very good clearance, turn to the right for Leonard McLaughlin. Picks it up, jinks around, turns it down inside the area. Chance on here, surely. Burns turns it across, can't control it, can't direct it. Grianan Celtic clinging tenaciously to a 2-goal advantage, but certainly full marks to Urris for trying to claw their way back into the game. Ball knocked across, but goalkeeper Doherty watches it all the way, not fooled by the bounce. On a greasy surface, and back come Urris again through Friel. Number 6 near the sideline. Beats his opposite number, Gallagher, but gives it away in the end to Wiriski. He pumps it forward. And there's a chance for Sweeney to run on the left here. Cross comes Canny to cover. Sweeney turns it across. There seemed to have been a push on Sherry. The referee doesn't want to know. Interesting to look at that again. And there's Friel. Pumps one forward for Quinn to chase. But Downey's across, covering. And it sounds as if Paul Downey's a bit angry with somebody up there. Ball turned across, high into the air. Friel gets his head to it. Turned away by the Grianan defence. Knocked up in the air by Darney. Ball hanging up in the breeze. Eventually Gallagher gets it away towards the sideline. Kenny lets it run. John Kenny with a throw in. Down for Friel. Comiskey turns it across towards the left. Headed away by Sheeran. For Sherry to hold. Looking for a bit of support. Urris defenders cut it out. And away goes Arthur Quinn, building on the left. Delay's too long. Sherry gets in the challenge. And Sheeran completes the clearance. Down looking for Friel. Jared Friel. Near the end line. And they're delaying too long in the defence. Are Grianan at the moment, and Urris keep the pressure on. Turned across the area. Coming down for Comiskey. Drills it off. A defender. Sweeney drills it off Kenny out over the sideline. Throw in for Grianan. Halfway inside their own half. Minutes gone in the second half, and Grianan Celtic with one hand on the cup. Still in the lead, 2-0. Both goals coming in the first half. Knocked away by Kenny as far as Friel. Turning around, looking for support. A good tackle comes in from Gallagher. Turns it down the left. And Sweeney is offside. The linesman couldn't have been better placed. Kenny, high into the air, knocked away by Gallagher. A bit of a harsh challenge there by Gillespie, unpenalised on Friel. Friel takes the throw in quickly for Friel. Well brought down by Kenny. High into the air, Gallagher meets it with his head. And Sherry turns it down the left for Sweeney to chase. There's a chase on here between Sweeney and Kearney. And the referee penalises the outside left Sweeney for a push on fullback Kearney. Free kick quickly taken. Headed on by Gallagher. Kenny succeeds in turning it back to his brother. And eventually Comiskey, hard and working, industrious midfielder for Urris. McLaughlin with a good pass, trying to look for Burns. Opened very, very brightly did Burns in the first half. Faded out of it somewhat in the second half of the first half. Really hasn't been seen. A good ball releases Jared Friel on the right for Urris. Challenge comes in from Gallagher, or from Gillespie rather, unfair. Interesting situation here. In the 19th minute, Kearney prepares to take it. Takes it all along the ground, comes over the defender. Gallagher, number 10, Raymond Gallagher, back in defence, puts it over his own end line. Friel clips it across towards the far post. There's a bit of pushing in there, and the referee raises his arm. And Grianan Celtic get the relief of a free kick. Gillespie with it into the centre circle, cut out by Comiskey, or half cut out, knocked forward by McLaughlin as far as Sweeney. Kenny beats him in the air, turns it on for Friel to run. He's hustled out of it by Gallagher. Gallagher looks for McLaughlin, headed away by Kearney, picked up again by Sherry, tries a shot, comes off Kearney, back for Burns. Does very well, turned on for Gallagher, he looks for Sweeney, but easy in the end for Kenny. Friel shows too much of that, and Gillespie tidies up at the back for Grianan. And McDermott, with a little bit of ball juggling there, shows us that he might be an outfield player as well as a goalkeeper. Gallagher, headed away by Kenny. Gallagher with a gain of some ground, tries his luck again, gets a challenge in, the ball breaks towards Sherry, turns it away from McLaughlin to chase. He doesn't succeed in keeping it in. The linesman's flag's up on the far side. And back come Urris, still looking for their first score in this game. Ball forward for Friel, jinks his way neatly away from Sheeran. Gallagher, number 10, back to challenge. Makes a successful challenge and turns a good ball in field for Burns. Turns it on for Sweeney on the left. Back inside to Burns. This is better from Grianan Celtic. Good ball by Burns. On for Gallagher, he turns it down. There's too much pace in that surely. But it comes off a defender. I thought the referee doesn't agree. We're at the three-quarter way mark through this game, halfway through the second half. No advance in the scoreline. Maybe there might be now, as a shot will come in. Coming off a defender, takes all the pace out of the ball. And Doherty picks up and clears. Comiskey for Friel. Forward for Quinn. Cross comes Downey. Cool, calm and collected. Beats his man and knocks it down the right. Despite the fact that the crowd isn't too big, there's a great deal of support for both sides. Most of it, I suppose, for Grianan in the lead. Kearney half gets it away. McLaughlin turns it away to the left, but nobody there. But the tall figure of Kenny. Good ball from him. And not such a good ball from Friel. Gallagher takes a throw in. Another throw in this time for Urris. Canny. Gallagher knocks it forward. And the other Canny knocks it away down the left for Quinn. Arthur Quinn beaten by Sheeran in the challenge. Burns in hard, tangling for it. Bit of a miss kick in there. Ball turned on for Friel. But there's Downey. Has played well at the back for Grianan. Certainly a reliable player. Paul Downey seems to be plugging every gap every leak that springs open in this defence. Back comers again. Gillespie decides on the right option to clear first time. Burns gets us down the right for Sherry. Can't keep it in. Certainly the heavy conditions taking their toll on both sides. Mistakes creeping into the play. The referee decides to let that bit of a rugby maul clear itself, quite rightly. Sherry controls it well. Ball seems to stick in the heavy ground. Knocked away by Friel. Picked up by Quinn for Urris, but a rather aimless ball gives it away to Sheeran, or Burns rather. Forward, good play. Forward comes Sheeran, slips it down inside. Dangerous ball. Canny knocks it away out of his own penalty area. Burns tries to pick up the loose ball, fails to do so. Picked up by Friel. He's got Quinn up in support. Worski gets his boot to it, turned on the left. Better play from Urris. Quinn, Alan Quinn. Good play by Downey. Dwells on it too long, seems to have taken a bit of a knock. Stretched out in the broad of his back as the ball's turned towards the penalty area. Knock forward for Grianan players to chase. But Kenny there first to tidy up for Urris. Sweeney gets his head to it. But loses out to Canny. Turned it down the left. Knocked away by Sheeran. Gallagher for Grianan. Launches one into the air, but nobody prepared to chase it. It's becoming harder and harder out there to muster the strength and energy to chase. The ball turned to the right, looking for Friel. Friel had a bit of time. Tries to find Gerard Friel. Turns it over the end line, disappointingly. We're in the 28th minute, and maybe Grianan Celtic have one hand and a couple of fingers on this cup. Skies overhead darkening by the minute. Friel with a throw in, down to the edge of the area, turned back for Friel to cross, not a good cross. Not really directed. Kearney might make it. He won't, and they're certainly exposed to us. The back here is a break on for Grianan. Leonard McLaughlin on the right. There's 3 against 2. Decides to clip it across. Can Sweeney keep it in? The answer is definite no. Now they certainly had a good opportunity there, Grianan Celtic. 3 men against 2. And no sign of any cover coming running back for Urris. Throw in taken by Gallagher. Knocked away by the defenders. A gain of some 10 yards of ground for Grianan. Gallagher with it again. That'll be a goal kick for Urris. The officials decide. Sheeran with time. There hasn't been a great deal of time for anybody to put their foot on the ball and look around. Gallagher with a throw in. Down for Sherry just outside the area. Turns it on. A good ball for Gallagher. He must score. Shoots. And Gallagher has scored the third goal. Half an hour gone in the second half. And that must be that. As far as Urris are concerned, it looks now as if this cup is definitely going to Burt. And just as if that goal was to be the cue for the rain to start, it really starts in earnest now, belting down. It really would be asking a lot of this Urris side, hard though they've tried. In this very keenly contested cup final. But credit to both sides, there hasn't really been a bad foul in the game. Game played in the best of spirits. Knocked forward, headed away by Downey. Burns hustled out of it. Forward by Free to Jared Friel. But Grianan Celtic there in numbers again, succeed in getting it over the sideline. Friel with a throw in. Knocked away by Gallagher. Well forward, but nobody there but Kearney for Urris. McLaughlin seemed to have taken a bit of a push in the back from Kearney. He complains to the referee. The referee says play on. Game continues with a throw in. Turned on by Gallagher. Sherry controls it well just outside the area. Turns it on for Sweeney. But Kenny gets it away. Half clearance as far as Gallagher. Gallagher with a shot. High and over the crossbar. Bit of a slice on that one. Gallagher underneath it. Kenny, the fullback, does well to get that in touch. And for Sherry. Still Sherry, does well to resist a couple of challenges. Turned on towards Burns on the right. Forward for McLaughlin. Good deep ball onto Burns. Clips it across. But over the end line. Kearney, the quick goal kick. Urris turns it back. Comiskey faded out of it somewhat. Gillespie, first time, good header by Kenny. Urris picked up by Urris, drilled forward, but headed away by Gillespie firmly to the right. Picked up by Alan Quinn. Comiskey down the left. But easy for Sheeran. Gallagher, Raymond Gallagher, goal scorer. In with the challenge. Urris there first and knocks it first time out over the sideline. I make it, we have about 10 minutes left in this game. The ball over the sideline. Burns jumping, doesn't make contact. Canny knocks it forward for Friel. Good play by Friel. But Urris beats him in the end. Turns it away left-footed. Gallagher for Raymond Gallagher. Back to Gallagher, number 6. Headed away by Doherty. Gallagher there first again, but not really looking for anybody in particular. So here McDermott, who hasn't been particularly busy in the second half, urging his men on. There's another one on it yet, he shouts. Downey, knocked away by Gallagher, Raymond Gallagher. John Kenny with a long but hopeful ball cut out by Gallagher. Has played well. Patsy Gallagher, number 6, particularly in the second half. As Kearney knocks a long ball down for Quinn to chase. But Downey does well again. Not too sure what the Grianan defenders were thinking about there. They allowed that ball to run far too far into the penalty area. But it worked out in the end. Sherry controls it. Tackle comes in. McLaughlin. Ball breaks for Gallagher. Turned down the right. Doherty knocks it away. Comiskey, Urris for Grianan Celtic. Sweeney turns it inside, cut out by Kenny. He turns to his left, the bad, not a good ball, looking for his brother, cut out by Sweeney. Or Sherry rather, Sherry with it on his right foot. Surely a shot here, shot comes in. And is that gone in? The linesman keeps the flag down. The referee looked to his linesman there, but there was no flag, as young Doherty seemed to have lost control of it. Good play by Grianan again. Ball inside. Another shot surely will come in. But Sherry dwells on it too long. Gallagher Loses out. And back come Urris. The men forward for Friel. Launches one end, turned away by Sheeran. As far as Gallagher. Not controlled by Kearney. Backed up by Doherty. Alan Quinn turns around. Burns. But back come Grianan again. The figure of Sherry. Neatly away. Under the end line. Trying to turn it across. Doherty stops it with his feet and his hands and his body and gets it away for Urris. There's a player down injured. Looks as if he's suffering from cramp. I'm not surprised. In fact, the only thing that surprises me is there are not more players. And quite sensibly, Downey uses his experience and knocks it over the sideline so the player can receive a bit of attention. James Gallagher, is that who's on? Patsy Gallagher, suffering from cramp, has gone off to be replaced by number 13, James Gallagher. His first moment of action is to commit a foul on Alan Quinn. Free kick taken quickly. Burns tangling near the sideline. Picked up by Friel, turned across the area, dangerous ball. But the reliable McDermott is there. And he's penalised for overstepping. Chances here for Urris. Referee stepping out, the mandatory 10 yards. They're still not back 10, they're back about 8, 8.5, 9. Looks as if Kearney will take this, the fullback, drills it off the wall, and knocked away out of the penalty area to safety over the sideline. Back come Urris, looking for a consolation score. Good cross, comes in over the heads of the forwards. Kenny drills one across, and a good header comes in from Friel. Just too high. Hi Megan, we have just over 2 minutes left in this game. And Grianan Celtic coming, looking for a fourth goal as Sherry goes forward. Sherry's in on goal. Sherry fires one in. Goalkeeper brings off a great save, Doherty, but the pressure's still on. Sweeney delays on it. Canning gets back, gets it over the sideline. The shot was good, but the save was equally good from Doherty in the Urris goal. Picked up by Gallagher. Cut out by the Urris defence. In the shape of Alan Quinn, headed on by Burns inside the area. But Urris bring it away through Friel, turns it down the right. And forward. Friel holding, he's got man on the left, if he can find him. But Gallagher, number 10, getting through a lot of work. I didn't see very much of him in the first half, but he's certainly getting through a lot of work in the second half for Grianan. The scorer, of course, of the third goal. Sherry, he has looked impressive at times, as indeed is this man, Sweeney. Back for Sherry. Still Sherry, finally has it knocked away. Burns tries a shot, but it trickles all the way along the ground, and Kearney clears for Urris. And there goes the final whistle, and the Father O'Gara Cup this year, at the third time of asking, will go to Burt and Grianan Celtic. They took a lead after about 2 minutes through Liam Burns. After about 13 minutes, their lead was added to by centre forward Sherry. Gallagher, Raymond Gallagher, after 30 minutes in the second half, wrapped it all up, thoroughly deserving of their victory. A word about the Urris side, the Division 2 champions of the Inishowen League. Certainly this was a game played in both fine spirit by both sides. They tried and tried, but hard though they tried, they simply couldn't get the ball in the net. Nobody tried harder for them than number 10, Friel, top goal scorer. Very near on a few occasions, but Grianan Celtic thoroughly deserving of a 3-0 victory.